This episode of the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast is brought to you by Groundhog Day is an event, not a business strategy. Are you ready to finally solve those pesky issues that keep holding back your business success and never seem to go away? Embrace the power of the S.P.R.I.N.G formula that unearths the issues and opportunities burrowed beneath the surface, and grow your business so you thrive from your intersection of your brilliance and your passion. Claim your copy today at www.thegroundhogbook.com. Welcome to the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast. Join us as we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who reveal what they are doing to make the world a better place by being part of it. Be sure to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now sit back, lean in, tune in, get your notepad and 2 pens ready, and let's get started.
My name is Adam Homey. I am your host, and I am honored by your wise decision to tune in and invest in yourself today. Right now, we are speaking with Ben Oosterveld, who is known for his work as a business and mindset coach for realtors. Visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. Find the post of our episode with Ben, and you're going to discover so much more about him. I will tell you very quickly, he's not your typical mindset coach, as I've already discovered. He has a way of pulling the hidden potential out of any human being. He's going to show us some tips on how to overcome some obstacles by sharing his story to help you find your potential and true purpose in life. He's also the host of the From Within podcast, which you can find on Apple and others of your favorite networks. So, Ben, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Adam. Good to be
All
here,
right.
man. You're looking good. You're looking good. Love the hat.
Thank you very much. I found this hat. I was cleaning out some stuff a couple months ago because I was looking for some beanie hats, and I'm going to be getting a fedora hat and a couple others. I just discovered this in a box.
Nice score. It's looking good. That's a winner right there.
Yeah, you know how sometimes when you move from place to place to place and you have all these boxes that just follow you and you never open them? I opened this and son of a gun, I totally forgot I had it.
It's like an old toy. It's like an old toy for a kid.
I get lots of compliments on it. And the jacket, of course, is brand new. This is the first time I'm wearing it.
Looking good. Looking good, man. We're both looking good today. Let's rock and roll, hey?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got my jacket on too, so we're good.
All right, we match. First question. How does the work you do make the world a better place for your clients, customers, and the world at large?
You know what? It was a great question when you gave that to me, because how do we make a better place being a real estate coach? And at the end of the day, what we do is we actually help real estate agents stop hustling at 100 miles an hour and start actually putting in systems. But before we do that, we help them get really, really clear on what they want. And most of them start with a 50 deals or 100 deals or millions of dollars. And we always ask, why do you want that? And that's the question that's missing. So what we're doing is we're getting them reconnected to meaningful goals, getting clear on what they want. Then we build a business system around that so they can get that. We've seen marriages come back together. We've seen fathers and sons reunite. We've seen people take on new creative things like singing, things they've wanted to do all their life, but they're not living today. So that we teach them how to live today and have a business pay for that.
That is awesome. So what is it you actually do, just so our listeners understand?
Sure. We mix psychology, human development with actual business coaching. And by the way, we help build real estate businesses. And
nice.
In that order.
Nice. So in your experience, what are some of the FAQs, some of the most commonly asked questions you get from folks who are going through their process of deciding to work with you?
You know what? They usually ask dumb questions, to be honest. Like, why are you better than the other guy? But the reality is, I think one question I get from brokers and team leads, and even the regular agent and even business owners, how do you get someone to do what they know they should do? This is our magic place. We don't spend time teaching. We spend time exactly understanding what is psychologically in the way of them actually getting the job done. We don't look at the tactic first. We look at the person first. That's the big hack. So people ask us, how do you get people to do what you say you're going to do? Other coaches are mysterious. They're wondering, what are you doing? How are you getting these results? It's because we work with the person. That would be one of the questions. How the heck do you get them to do what they know that they should be doing?
Yeah, and that's something. As we know in marketing, there's what people say they want, there's what people say they need, and then there's what they actually respond to.
Yeah.
I'm personally, right now I'm going through a fundamental branding journey. I've engaged a professional image consultant. We've redone my wardrobe. I've changed my glasses. I'm doing a photo shoot, basically across the board rebranding. And I've had folks say, "Why are you doing this now? You should lose weight first." Okay,
who says that?
A lot of people say that. I think people want to.
That's an unhappy person.
I think people want to sell me potions. I don't know, but here's what I like to say. And I've told this story so many times. You probably remember Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
1978, he had chest pains while he was doing some Broadway show or something like that. Ended up getting 6.5 hours of open heart surgery. So you'd think at that point he would embrace physical health. He would moderate his lifestyle. Then fast forward to the beginning of 1981, and he was on 2020 being interviewed by Hugh Downs, and they were talking about the open heart surgery. And there you see Gleason, he's holding a cigarette and a glass of whiskey. And he said, the way I figured it is, if they fixed me, they fixed me. So I use that as an example. Sometimes we have fundamental transformations we can go through that could take forever or could involve a fundamental change in how we view the world. And sometimes there are fixes. There's room for both of those things. So what I went for is the fix. And I found that in my own personal experience, even transformations are a series of fixes that are prompted by not necessarily what we want or what we need, but what we respond to.
That's interesting. Interesting conversation.
Yeah. So what are a few questions you wish people would ask you?
How do I get out of my own way?
Yeah.
How do I get connected to what I actually love in this life? How do I know what I want? How do I build a business that is actually serving me rather than being a slave? How do I connect with my wife and kids and still be a hardcore, ambitious real estate agent? How can I have it both? These are questions that we solve all the time.
Yeah, and if more people would ask those questions, I mean, because the hustle and grind is one thing, and as I say in my podcast Reach System, I'm not really a hustler. Fundamentally, I'm lazy. I want the shortcut. I want the fastest path to the cash. I want the fix. And I found that when I take that approach, it serves me so much better. Yeah,
I just say be yourself, and you got to find your path. You really do. But I do believe in real estate. Hustling is absolutely critical. But the problem is they don't turn it into a business. So what happens is when they stop hustling, their business falls apart. So they have this constant drive to be hustling constantly, and they never will live. They never get to the freedom they've dreamed of.
Yeah. What is the avatar stereotype of the realtor or the real estate agent? It's somebody who's running around from place to place. They've got their Bluetooth thing permanently on their ear. And even while they're seeing clients, they're having calls with their next client. They're hyper available 24/7, 365. And then you open up your local community circular and you see whatever brokerage, whether it's Caldwell Realty or whatever it is, and they list all the realtors in your local area. The toll-free number where you can reach all of them is right at the top of the page. But underneath each one of those pictures that was taken at your local family portrait studio, you have their cell phone numbers. So you can annoy them with texts and phone calls 24/7.
You know why? The industry is built to treat as like a boiler room salesman training versus actually doing business training. They celebrate gross revenue when everyone with a half a brain in business knows that's fake. I can make $1 million and spend $1 million. They would award me as the #1 agent in the entire city as $1 million agent if I made F all. It's the most stupidest industry I've ever seen. They're building salesmen first, not business owners. And they're building people that are massively in debt for that reason as well, because they don't know how to build a business with systems, paying taxes. and all of that stuff. They just sell, 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 sell. Always be closing, always be closing.
ABC, yeah.
It's a boiler room training system, and that's why people are getting, if you're a salesman, you win, but you break your whole life. That's my issue.
Yeah, so if you live in a small town and you open up your circular and you see the 27 realtors in your area, first of all, you get a little bit of shade and fruit because you think, oh, they were so hot in high school. Now they're slinging houses. And then you're thinking, this town has 900 residents. How do they have 27 realtors? How many freaking houses are even available for sale here now?
Yeah, there's so many agents, but there's a lot of money in it, and you can win the game. But 20% of them have the money, but 20% of the people that actually are making all that money, I don't know if they're making money. That's a different question. I'm a business coach first.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to make money, why are you making money? Just real quick share, Adam. I had a lady ask me to coach her. She's got 400 transactions a year. She says, Ben, I want to coach with someone at my level. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I said, but I might not be your guy because I have no freaking clue why you need more than 400 transactions a year. What is the next level for you? That's the person I don't work with. You want me to get you to 500? Oh, I could, but I'm not going to wreck your life like that. You obviously need a real check-in on what you want because you've got enough to make an amazing life, but there's a psychological gap that we need to figure out what she's trying to fill so we can stop the runaway train and maybe get her down to 200 sales and live the dream life she's always lived. That's the stuff we do. That's what I mean. I get so passionate about it because I see so many agents just like runaway trains.
Exactly. So let's shift gears for a minute. Let's get to know Ben a little bit.
Sure.
First of all, what would people who know you be surprised to learn about you?
Dude, I'm pretty open book, man. My tribe they know me. So I don't know. I'll just share a few things. You know, I got 5 kids, married almost 20 years, living in West Vancouver. When I was 17 to 18 years old, I spent 365 days in a drug rehab. I've lived on the streets. I made $1 million my first 2 years as an agent. I only became an agent just to prove that there's a way easier system to do it. I was a real estate investor, bought 41 properties in 14 months. The only thing that my whole life commitment is to build a life I love. And that is very intentional. Who am I with? Where am I at? What work am I doing? And also, how's the relationship inside my head? This is the only mission. And then watch money chase you. Watch opportunities chase you. Everyone's taking the money chase. I think if you go inward and you align yourself to what you are, who you are, and what you want, you watch what happens. Opportunities knock on your door.
What do you hope people say about you when you're not around to hear it?
Truthfully, I don't give a shit. I literally don't care. I like it when someone bashes me and my tribe shows up and corrects them. That's pretty cool. But if I had to choose, if I had to answer your question, I would just say Ben is a real person, probably one of the most real person I know. Ben is, that's usually what I get, to be honest. I help change lives. I help put in business systems to get the life that they want. I think I'm a father. I'm a great dad, and I'm an awesome husband. And to be honest, Adam, that's what's being said about me. And to be honest, my opinion, the people's opinions, good or bad, has gone very quiet for me. That's been the hack because I don't care.
Yeah. If you go back in time and change one thing you've done, one thing you've experienced, one thing that happened, what would it be and why?
Adam, I bet you get the same real fluffy answer, like, "Oh, I don't have any regrets, nothing at all."
So that's actually if I were to do a spreadsheet, that'd be the number one answer.
I already knew
bullet.
that.
Yes.
So let's skip that one and say this: I wish I risked being Ben way sooner. I lost many years trying to make everyone fucking happy. I lost many years doing jobs that I shouldn't do. I lost many years in my marriage, my relationship with my kids. If I could just be me, authentically, fearlessly, be laughed at more, be rejected more sooner in my life, because today I'm winning. And it's only because no one can compete with me when I'm me. Nobody. Yeah. And I've got a life that I love. And so I wish I would have risked being myself sooner.
What famous person, alive or dead, would you like to meet? And what question would you have for them if you had that opportunity?
Like, I don't care either. I don't put anyone on a pedestal. Like, I think about it. I'm like, so I thought about this question. I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I don't want to sit with some guy that I've dreamed of meeting. I can literally find him on Google and watch him. But here's the thing. The one person, if I had to answer, Adam, because it's your show, I would say I want to meet Jesus Christ. And here's why. I grew up in a fanatical Christian world, which gave me something and also damaged me all at the same time. I would ask Jesus, give me the truth of what you're all about, because I'd like to find out which religious ambitions are done in Jesus's name that have nothing to do with Jesus. And I'd like Jesus to set that straight. So I'm not a religious guy, not even close. But if I had to, I want to see all these different people that are doing things in the name of God that have nothing to do with it.
Well, it's interesting. If I made a spreadsheet of everybody who's answered that question for the Brilliance Plus Passion Project, Jesus would actually be in the top 3. I get a lot of Jesus. We even had a guest, and she's really awesome. She helps people articulate their testimonies about being born again. Jesus is one of the people I'd like to meet. And here's some of the questions I'd have for him. I'd like to know how much of that stuff in the Bible actually happened, and how much of it was somebody else adding the thous and these and therefores to make it sound all official. Because when I think of Jesus, that WWJD thing that people put on there. What would Jesus do? Yeah, remember that going into some place with a bullwhip and beating the shit out of people is among the options. Also, the man liked prostitutes. He used to hang out with them. He used to hang out with the dregs of society. I think there's another story too, that I think he invited some of his buddies out to the tavern one day. When he got there, he realized he forgot his wallet. And when the server came by, realizing he didn't have the money, but not wanting to be embarrassed, he said, "Oh, we'll just have water, thanks." To his buddies.
I think
because I personally think he was just a chill dude.
I think so.
Loved people, that was engaging, that was charismatic, and dedicated everything about himself to wanting to make the world a better place as a result of him being in it.
He wasn't scared to challenge the religious circles, and wasn't scared. He was, the pictures that we get when I grew up was a very peaceful person. I think he was a challenger. I think he wanted to change. And I relate to Jesus in that way, because I see more people transformed in my world by challenging their bullshit and challenging their patterns. And people really do transform with that. I think we're too nice.
He was one of the true revolutionaries. And I do believe that regardless of who or what he actually was, and as I said, I am Christian. I've actually become more Christian since I moved away from organized religion. It's like he was there all along, but all this man-made stuff was in the way. I have a really strong fundamental feeling with him. And I think that when you get down to it, he was God, but he was also a man. And I think he was just a totally righteous dude you would just love hanging out with.
I think he's totally. I'd love to. That's where I'd ask him the questions. What's being done in your name that has nothing to do with you?
Exactly. So what motivates and inspires you to keep going when you're having a tough time or facing a challenge?
My whole life has been challenged, from failed suicide to almost a divorce to living on the streets, getting beat up by drug dealers, and all kinds of crazy life. So to be honest with you, I've overcome a lot of stuff in my life. And the one thing that's left me with was this unbelievable fire and burning fire that I feel people's pain. And it's not a negative thing. It's an empath thing. And I feel people's pain, but here's the thing. I know how to get rid of it for people, like I have for me. I know how to solve that problem. And I know that's going to be the rest of my life, helping people get through that. And what's cool, it unlocks prosperity. It unlocks success. It unlocks deep relationships with people. I think people don't know how to process that and get through it. I do. And so I feel I just carry this. And I can carry pain. Let me tell you, I fucking carried it. And so at the end of the day, that's what drives me every single day of my life. I close my eyes, I see people, and I can help them.
Yeah. Now, finally, what is one action you want our listeners to take as soon as they finish listening to us today? I'm going to tell them about your website in just a moment, but this is just a general question. They finish watching, and before they open the tab to your website, what do you want them to do?
You know what? There's so many things you can ask for in life. If people are into me, they find me. I think what would be fun is to have people just send out a message, say, hey, I'm your tribe. I believe my life mission right now is finding my tribe members. That's why I'm on these calls. That's why I do promo. That's why I speak everywhere. Is that one at a time, I want to find my tribe. So if you feel like you're my tribe, send me a social message, follow me, jump on there and just go, hey, I think I'm your tribe too.
Awesome. Well, here's the deal. We're right about the top here. So let me just share, and I'm going to say this one time for the people who are out driving, walking, or jogging. The website is www.benosterveld.com. And I'm going to spell that for you folks. It's www.benosterveld.com. So check out that website. I've seen it myself. It's really cool. And Ben He does retreats. He has programs. He has offerings. He has inspiration. He has insights. If anything you've heard today inspires you in some way, I believe we owe it to each other to at least give it a good look. And with that, Ben Oosterveld, thank you so much for being with us today. It has been an honor, and believe me, an education.
Thank you for tuning into the Brilliance plus Passion podcast, where we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who are making a difference for their community, market, and audience. Remember to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Brilliance plus Passion podcast.